grown up listening to so many different people in different genres. And I listen to them for different reasons. There's like people whose songs I just love and inspire me as a writer, but there's people like Donny Hathaway, who I just think is one of the greatest vocalists of all time. And loads of other people who fall into that category, but I don't know, I suppose I listen to loads of people for different reasons. I think the one common thread is the Beatles. It's just, I love so many different things, but the Beatles has always been my #1 passion. I just think that that's the pinnacle of songwriting. The fact that they wrote hundreds of hits, that the album tracks are classics in human history. It's not even musical history. And it was 6 years they were together. It's the most disturbing fact. It terrifies me because I don't get it, how people take years to make albums now, and they were putting out 2 a year. I've been working with some really great people. I mean, I just did 3 songs on Mary J Blige's London Sessions album. I'd worked with Rodney Jerkins quite a lot, who's obviously a legendary producer, and I'd worked with him in the capacity of a songwriter on his productions, and we were working quite closely at the time that he was putting together this whole project, and I was lucky enough to be one of the names that was included in it. Obviously there was Disclosure and Naughty Boy and Jimmy Napes and Emeli Sande, amazing people working on it. And it was all centred around this sort of 2-week period in London where she came to Rack Studio, which is the studio I work out of, and we just wrote some amazing songs together, and so I was lucky to get 3 on in the end. It was brilliant. She's a legend. Amazing. It's interesting her trying to reinvent herself at this stage of her career, which is quite a brave thing to do. And there were a few tracks on the album that actually they did sound like classic Mary songs. One of the songs, Doubt, that I wrote, that was sort of my idea with it. It was I really wanted to make it sound different, but it still sounded like a Mary J Blige song.
I lost a lot of friends, I sacrificed a lot.
But it was really interesting, some of the stuff she was doing. Obviously with Disclosure, it was like a completely different area, and the Naughty Boy track was something that I'm sure she's never done before, and it was really cool. There are loads of people I'd love to write with. I mean, there are still my absolute heroes out there. I'd love to write a song with Dylan. I'm not sure he does co-writes, but yeah, there are so many people. I don't think I could say anyone specifically. But I love working with new artists. I think it's interesting working with people who don't necessarily know what they are yet, and sort of helping them, discover that and giving them ideas, which is a really cool thing.